All right, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook again. I have Renikia and Adria with me for show number 71. No further ado, Adria, take it.
What?
Get over.
Hey, Renikia.
Hello, Adrian.
And hello to everyone else. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. If you are in the path of that hurricane category 5 weather, get safe, get some safe. I know it's moving slow, but just know that I'm thinking of each one of you. Again, we are live across several social media platforms. So if you're having difficulty hearing on any one of them, take the time to switch to the other. Hello, Adrian. I see you there. Adrian Cow. That was on Facebook. You know what we do here. You post your questions. I read the questions, and Renika will answer them. Tara's here just for eye candy. And um, today we are going to be brief, short, quick. We're going to jump right into this thing. I like to begin the show by making sure you know who Miss Renikia Williams is. If this is your first time, she'll give you that. But we will most definitely at the end of the show go back and make sure you understand how to get in touch with her. Thanks. You love the shirts? Yeah, we kind of showed them last week, but this shirt says this girl buys houses, this girl, and that guy. But
I
without
like
further,
that baby blue. That baby blue is nice.
yeah, I'm like looking at it too. It brings out my eyes. See, Renikia,
Yes.
oh, what can you do for these lovely subscribers that we have here that join us weekly? Tell them about that.
Oh, thanks for asking for information. I want to thank Ty and Miss Adrian for allowing me to be a part of the Flippinar. But what we do is pretty much put you in position to win. For some reason, a lot of financial advice was just not given to a certain group of individuals. And we need to get the right resources and strategies so we can get out there and win. So I look forward to answering your questions today. And I'm the funding lady. What I like to do is show you how to tap into your credit and tap into your financial power. One of my sayings is credit is your financial power. Credit is the gateway to wealth. And if you're not using it, it could cap you to the money that's in your savings account. So.
All right, and for many of us, that may or may not be much. But if you missed it, credit is your gateway to wealth. It is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. Don't let people tell you wrong. I know if you're in my age bracket, we're not going to say what that is, that you've probably been misled on exactly what credit is. And maybe it's just because it hasn't been used properly. But used the right way for its intentions. I'm saying it can and very well is your gateway to health. Well, so is wholesale and real estate. Today, let's go ahead and jump right in. Renikia, first question is from Slade Marie. She wants to know, is there an escape clause in the one-page contract? Well, this period, is there, how do you put it in there just in case things don't go right that you can say, hey, my bad.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, there's an escape clause, and it's called the due diligence period. You want to always put the due diligence period. What is it called on your one page? Is it inspection? Do you call it due diligence time?
It just, yeah, inspection period or due diligence period.
Inspection period or due diligence period, which basically mean you giving me the right to do my due diligence or inspection within this time frame. If there anything that I find out about your property that I didn't currently know, I have the right to back out of that and not lose my earnest money. So you always want to maximize that due diligence period as high as possible. Sometimes if you're dealing with another wholesaler, you may only have 2 or 3 days. If you're dealing with a homeowner directly, you may have 2 weeks to 30 days. Who knows? You want to maximize that because it gives you the right to back out of the contract and not lose your earnest money.
Okay, guys, so the due diligence period. Jay, welcome. It's your favorite part of the day. And Hello. I think it's love. I cannot see that there. Autumn wants to know when contacting sellers on a tax lien list, do I mention to them about their house going to auction or just a general conversation of I would like to buy your house? Are we to assume that they don't even know that their houses are on this list?
Oh, they definitely know. I mean, they may not know but they definitely was notified. So when your property goes into foreclosure, your property usually go into the newspaper, stating that your property will be auctioned off in this upcoming foreclosure auction. It's up to you to read the newspaper. I don't know who reads newspaper these days, so you may miss it. So they may not know, but trust me, they have been notified. Now, if you contact them, it's all about your exit strategy. Are you looking to catch their taxes up? Or I mean, because you cannot buy their taxes directly from them, because once their taxes have already been sold, they no longer own the property. So you can't buy their taxes directly from them if it already have went to the foreclosure step. You have to talk to the county and purchase it directly from the county.
Okay. What up, Doe? Shaq Smith from West Side Detroit and LL Cool J. What's up, Tenderoni? I see you here. Go Hard Investments. I hope you're going hard with wholesaling. Another question about the contract is pretty specific on this one. Paris says the one-page contract paragraph number 5. Why would you, as the seller, get title insurance for the buyer?
Well, just to explain that, um, it basically means now, and normally, and all of that is negotiable, but two things. Whenever you put, they're referring to my contract, and if you watched any of the videos, the instructional videos, one of the things that I enter on the contract as an add-on is buyer will pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens. So what that does, that automatically really eliminates number 5, because in standard transactions, the seller provides or a portion or their portion of paying for title insurance, and obviously because they're saying I'm going to produce a clear title. But in a lot of cases, buyers will pay all of that, especially when you're talking about these cash transactions as far as wholesaling. So that's what that really means. But again, um, that one statement eliminates that anyway. Buyer will pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens. I hope I made sense of that.
Okay. Hey, Michael, Alicia from New York. He says, "What's up, Ty?" And the ladies as well. Before we go any further, just want to make sure you guys know of some of the uh, items in place that Ty has for you to make your wholesaling journey easier. One that we speak of all the time is Dealulator.com. This is a site that is AKA PropStream, but Dealulator is what we have and what we use here. You go there, you do get a 5-day free trial. It is a monthly subscription, but it will assist in your wholesaling journey. Very valuable information. If you're serious about this, I would advise you to go to dealulator.com and subscribe for that service. Let's go to, let's see here.
Oh, before we get into that, new website number 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
I need cold callers, people that are either good at it and or willing to work at it, right?
Mm,
And that's something I don't like to do, right?
mm,
And so I know what my weaknesses are, but I'm smart enough to try to partner with people that can help me with that, right?
mm,
I'm not big on VAs because when someone's doing that for me, I personally want for them to care about it. I'm willing to give up a large percentage of the deal because if I'm paying them what I'm going to make, basically, we're going to split it, then I think I get a better effort. But that's my experience. I'm still going to try VAs, but I hadn't had good experiences with them because they're going to get paid regardless, whether they're doing the deal or not. So, but
Mm.
anyway, so point being is that website, you can get over and find out more information. I'll release a video tomorrow. That's one of the reasons why we're late out working on that. I was just trying to get it up before we started this tonight. But realestatecallers.com, that's realestatecallers.com. You can get over there. You can submit your information. Understand, to start, I only will have 2 or 3 spots available for people to help me. But the goal is to get up to maybe 30 before the year is out. All right, which is 2018 right now. So people see this later on. But I want to go beyond that 30, but that's the goal. So hopefully that'll work out. But realestatecallers.com, we'll mention it again. So I'm looking basically for partners, people that want to call. It's not for everybody because I wouldn't be a candidate for something like that. And just understand it ain't easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. I've had people that I've tested out with this, and they swore they were going to do this or that. They wouldn't even last 2 days. It is not easy, but the paycheck at the end of it is more than worth it. So realestatecallers.com.
All right, guys, and we will mention that again before we close out this evening, but realestatecallers.com. Coach, that's on YouTube, says, Flipman, I just closed my first deal the other day for an assignment fee of $2,500. Can a brother come on the show and share my story and show the people my
Mm.
Hook me up.
Nice.
Hey, hey,
Yes.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Coach,
Gator, get Gator.
That's right. That's 25, same amount I made on my first deal. That's what's up.
Right. It adds up.
How are you going to roll that $2,500
Hey, yeah,
into your next deal?
just text me. We can probably discuss. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Anybody on Facebook? Where are the Facebook people? Nobody's posting questions there. Where y'all at? No, man, they be on it. Refresh
But
this.
no, do that. You
Okay.
check it on your phone.
Okay, will do. Screen to screen. Anyone else lose visual? Karen, don't think so, but I will check into that. Dana, Denaya, I'm looking forward to work this 50/50. Yes, that's also a thing. 5050deals.com. If you have off the market deals under contract already, go to 5050.deals, 5050deals.com.
No, 5050.deals.
5050. Yes, see, I get confused. There's so many. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
5050 is not available. But go ahead.
5050.deals, and that will be your opportunity to partner with the man right here. Let's see here. Going back to next questions. How do you navigate offers when you have more than one person interested in the house? That's a good problem. I have 3 offers without them seeing the house. They only saw the picture/video and my price. I have one seeing the house tomorrow. So, Renika, you got 3 possible buyers for the one property. Everybody seems to be willing to pay your price. They seem interested from just your picture videos. How do you pick? How do you go about this? It's a good problem, right? It's a good problem. That's an absolute good problem.
That's an absolute good problem to have when you did your marketing so good that you got instant contracts without anyone even going out there. However, you definitely want them to take a look at the property before you accept any contract. So you want to get every one of your buyers out there so they can take a look at it and tell them, hey, I got multiple offers on the table. I need you to resubmit your highest and best offer. It's always about the bottom line, unless you have relationships and friendship with people. But in my opinion, the person who gets it, it would be the higher offer, the more money in my pocket. But I would never really accept a contract prior to an investor really going out and taking a look at that property and evaluating it.
Okay. So, Chloe, again, good problem to have. Just highest offer. Heck, will we also consider who can close the fastest too?
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. And that's another thing. Someone may give you that. It may not be the highest offer, but they can close you in 3 days.
So So
I
yeah.
want my 3-day check. You know, sometimes, you know, you got to figure out, you know, which one makes sense to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Getting it done or giving them more time. I'd rather get it done. Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna get it done. That is the name of the game in this is also you can't be greedy. You hold out trying to get more money, you end up with nothing. You let that buyer slip
Absolutely.
through the cracks that was really like she said in 3 days for the one that's paying a little more that needs 30 days, you might miss out. So
Exactly.
and again, perfect opportunity to build your buyers list as well. Hey, what are you looking for? What type of properties? This one isn't available anymore, but I come across something else. What are you interested in? And that's how you begin
Yes.
building that list that y'all ask about all the time.
Yes. And resubmit them another proper immediately because now you have 2 ready buyers. So
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and submit another property to them just in case they don't win the property.
Okay, Deidre Nicole says, I have a guy that has multiple condo units he wants to get rid of. Would that be a deal? I'm sorry, would that be dealt with individually or as a combo deal? They're all in the same complex, but not side by side.
Okay. Condominiums are different from multifamily. Multifamily apartments, you have to purchase them all together because they're not individually owned. But condominiums are individually owned and you can purchase them separate per unit. But it's up to you. You can do a wraparound loan. If you want to buy all of them, you can wrap them all into one loan, which helps you to manage. Or you can purchase them individually or wholesale them individually. Or package them as a package and wholesale them as a package.
Jamar Van says, Flip Man, you need a website to show all your websites. That
Now that's a good one. I like that. That is real good. Put them all on the Flipman website. All of them on the Flipman website.
Yeah,
All the
I
links.
think I'm about to say that they actually are sort of, you know, so.
just little bullet points, just all on there.
But
Yeah.
point taken. Point taken.
That was good.
Let's see here. How is, well, I think we touched on this a little bit, but this is from Instagram. How is the wholesale process different when dealing with a foreclosure? Yeah, every week question. Again, I know Ty always says, keep in mind, guys, foreclosures aren't secrets. Everybody knows about them. They're there. Second thing, foreclosures require money, real money. Like you're gonna have to show proof of funds. You're gonna have to be ready to pay for this property. I guess as Renikia says, also is what's your exit strategy? It kind of changes a little bit on a foreclosure property. But I'll let you answer that, Renikia. How is the process different when dealing with the foreclosure?
Yes, yes, everything you just said. And what I also add is the seller. The difference is the seller. The banks are the city or the state is the seller, and that's what makes a difference. They don't approve a HUD with your assignment fee on it. So it forces you to have to double close the property because they won't necessarily approve the HUD with your assignment fee on there. So really, I mean, you can still wholesale it. Just understand you're gonna have to most likely do the double close strategy when you're dealing with the foreclosure with the bank. But if you're buying foreclosure off the county city step, there's no assignment. You have to bring a cashier's check right then and there when you say you want that property at the auction.
Yeah, in most cases, you're gonna have to use transitional funding to double close it. So that they're gonna make it difficult for you to use the cash buyer's money or whatever.
Right.
Lark wants to know a question for both of you. Do you still use signs? I'm assuming she's talking about bandit signs. Or he, I'm sorry. Do you still use bandit signs? Or we still can saying that that is a great marketing tool when wholesaling? Are we still standing by that?
I do. Yes.
Absolutely. I think you got to find so many marketing ways in real estate, and bandit signs is probably one of the most lucrative. because people who call your sign is most likely, calling your sign for a reason. I always say you're not going to call a two-man in a truck sign if you don't need two men in a truck to move. So when someone calls you a sign and say, I buy real estate, most likely it's someone that want to lease a property, want to purchase a property, want to sell it. So signs are very important. When you go down the highway, what do you see? Signs, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Walmart. It tells you what you're doing. It gives you a presence in the economy. So vendor signs is very important. However, as you continue to build your real estate career over time or your business over time, you may find that some other marketing campaign is more lucrative than your vendor signs. So you just got to figure out what's best for you.
Okay. Let's see here. Cameron Young, while we're talking about bandit signs, wants to know, should I put my bandit signs in a zip code that a lot of transactions are going on in, even if most are sold for retail? So you got a hot area, real estate is booming there. Do you focus your bandit signs there? Would that be a good idea?
Well, ideally with that, you would say yeah, but can you get away with them in that area? All areas are not going to allow you to place bandit signs. Yeah, ideally yes, but a lot of areas that are hot, it's just going to vary. My rule of thumb is someone is trying to figure out if they're going to use bandit signs and where they're going to place them. It's all about testing, number one. But starting out, you might not, be afraid you're going to waste money on a batch and they get all taken down. That's the worst thing you want to happen. Is I always suggest is just see what other bandit signs already exist in your market. And sometimes you're gonna have to get outside of your comfort zone to see that. Bandit signs are nothing new. I didn't invent them. They've been around for years, way before I got into business. Because they work, because you're taking advantage of eyeballs and traffic or whatever. But a lot of areas within your market you won't be able to get away with them. And that's gonna vary from market to market and areas within in market. So. But to answer your question, ideally you would want to do that, but can you get away with them in that area? That's the thing.
Okay, Ginger G says, I'm revisiting an offer I made to a seller. I think I made the mistake in saying I may be able to make a higher offer, but need to speak with my partner, which was the end buyer, about renovations and adjoining property that had the most damage from the fire. Did I mess up by mentioning my partner? I think the invisible partner is a good fallback when I need to call you back, when I'm not sure, when I need to do some more research, when I need to check and make sure that my numbers add up. That invisible, that partner, let me speak with my business partner. Let me get back with my group. That's typically a good thing. But in her instance, I don't think the bad part was that she said that she needed to speak with her partner. I think this is nuts about saying that she could give her more money, because now that's in their head. Oh, wait a minute. You got more money to give? So what do you think about that?
Wow. Why did you tell them that you'll be willing to give them more money? Is it because they denied your offer and you basically letting them know that you can reconsider a higher offer, which makes sense? If they denied your previous offer, you want to ask, hey, can I reconsider or something of that nature? So, at that point, yes, I will definitely do that. But as far as a partner, you always want to appear bigger than yourself. I think that's always a great tactic. Now, do you want to bring your end buyer to the table to speak with the seller? No, she should never meet your partner. But like you said, and Adrian, it's a great fallback. It's a great way of letting people know that, hey, it's bigger than me. I have, endless amount of money coming in. I have partners. I sound like a big corporation. So that really is not a deal breaker at all. You know.
All right, so Ginger G, revisit that. Not necessarily a bad thing.
It, it would help if she gave us some numbers, you know,
Yeah.
because just from um, people posted on uh, YouTube and occasional text when I will answer a text like that. Um, seems the most difficult thing for most people that are trying to get into this business is understanding what a deal is. Just to give an example, and and again, when people text me or if you call me, if I refer you back to my videos, I can tell by your question you hadn't watched many of them, and so I just want you to take advantage of what's free, But and I put my number out there, so I'm exposed like that. But you still need to take advantage of what's free. But the reason I'm bringing this up, guy, and I'm not making fun of him or anything, but um, he texted me yesterday on a property in California, and he said the property was worth 8 million, and the houses in the area. Well, I'm sorry, the owner wanted to sell it for 8 million, and the houses in the area were going for 6 or 7 million. And his question was, "Do you think this is a good deal?"
Wow.
I was, I didn't know if he was joking with me or not. Well, but why would that be a deal? I said, no. I said, I just had to respond to that one. I said, sir, no. I said, that wouldn't be a deal unless you probably get it for 3. And I don't know what the condition of it is. But, he said, what do you think I ought to do? Nothing. It just, I don't know somebody that has that type of resource. They got an $8 million piece of real estate that they gonna go from 8 to 3. It just don't happen that way. Yeah, I guess the lottery does exist because that's basically what would be happening for you is that they go from 8 million to 3 million. But he was but what it is, and I explained that to him in the text. I know you're excited that someone is even talking to you about selling a piece of real estate. But there are tons of people that would love to talk to you. But as far as what you're trying to do as a wholesaler, the majority of the people that you talk to, you're not even going to come close for it to being a deal. They're going to want what they want, and most times it's going to just not make sense for you. Make perfect sense for them, that's fine, but it's not going to make sense for you. But that's an extreme case. But my point is, most people, the biggest thing is for them to understand what a deal is. You have a formula out there, again, I can just tell by the question that they haven't watched many of my videos, and then they may mix my videos up with other people, and we have different ways of going about things. But at the end of the day, a deal is a deal, and an $8 million property in a $6 or $7 million neighborhood. I mean, an $8 million asking price in a $6 or $7 million neighborhood. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that is not an opportunity.
Right.
Okay, Augustus Cobain says, have you ever experienced calling for a sell by owner to realize the person on the phone isn't actually the owner of the property? I got the property owner information from the tax assessor, and when I made my offer with the numbers made off of the value and comps and poor condition, I think the value was at 53K. The comps were 78.99. I offered 24. She counters with, I'm not taking anything less than 67, and it's been listed for 11 days. I think I called a wholesaler who has grossly overvalued the property. So, yeah, I'm sure everyone at some point is going to call a FISBO and probably be talking to another wholesaler, right? So that's not totally out of the question. So, not sure what the question really is there, Augustus, then maybe how do you handle it? I think you can tell when you're talking to another wholesaler. And again, like Ty said, if it's not a deal, it's not a deal. If you're saying the value of the property is 53 and they're saying they're not taking anything less than 67, then
Nothing to talk about.
move on. You're done. You're done. Regardless of who you're talking to, the owner or another wholesaler or a realtor, you just move on.
Right.
Circle back later. But we wanted to answer your question, Augustus, either way it goes. Byron How do you separate yourself when calling the tax list? Our tax list was released yesterday and wholesalers went to work. One of the sellers stated, I was seventh on the list and can see me next for a visit. Oh my, oh my gosh. So I would suggest starting from the bottom or the middle. Don't always start at the top of the list. Go the other way. Or just
Right.
randomly start in the middle. I mean, it, if yeah, the list is available to everybody, then yeah, there's probably other wholesalers in your area that got the same list you got. What you do with it is what's going to make you stand out. So, Renikia, how do you make yourself stand out when you call somebody and you're the seventh person that called them that day about their property on that list?
It's honestly, it's all about your conversation. It's about building rapport. Try to build that relationship to make them want to deal with you. And then that's it. I mean, it's just, how can you stand out? It's just truly, the way you stand out with people is the conversation. How did I feel on that phone? Or, you know what? I like this person. I'd rather deal with this person over this person because it's something that they said. So try to build rapport with everyone that you speak with, and just try to build that relationship so you can get in front of the line.
Do
I
more,
mean, what do you think,
more,
Tom?
do more listening than talking.
More listening and less talking.
Oh, well, listen, do more listening than you talking. A lot of times people just want to tell you their problems. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just what's
Right.
going on with them, why they would be interested in selling the property and so on.
Right.
More listening than talking.
More listening and talking. Okay.
Don't try to be a salesman. Try to be someone that more like an advisor. Hey, I want to help you get out of this situation. And when you come at it that point, because we all know they're in a financial bind. So if you kind of speak with them on the level, allow me to help you get yourself out of this situation so you can move on and build that relationship and try to, connect with them on a deeper level.
All right. Hey, Eric, I see you on Facebook. I just wanted to shout you out and make sure you know I saw y'all. And Joe Ray has a question in direct mail, and it's a little different than what we normally talk about. But before I say that, I want to make sure I point you guys to mailtoflip.com. It is this what?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Anyway, mailtoflip.com. It is a direct mail marketing service. You go there and they send out postcards with the campaign that you upload. And the postcard is titled, and here has a picture of the homeowner's house. It's just a way to make your direct mail stand out a
Read it.
little different to keep it from going in the trash. Most postcards, most advertisements, most sales, any of that type of stuff that comes in the mail goes in the trash. What do you say? Most people sort their mail over the trash.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just immediately dump it. Yeah, I know I do. I look at it from coming from the mailbox and I just stop right at the garbage can outside. It don't even make it in the house.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't got the power. What you want back? Okay.
Exactly.
But this is an example. And what makes this stand out, if you're new on mailtoflip.com, is that it actually has a photo of the property that you're reaching out to the potential seller in regards of. Now, you don't have to upload the pictures. The company at mailtoflip.com provides this. And yeah, it very well just maybe the Google Earth picture. It doesn't matter. It's the picture of the property that you're calling in regards for. And that in itself is an attention grabber of
Absolutely.
the seller. And what it says here, and I say this every week, and I say, hey guys, listen up. A lot of you guys ask for the script of what to say when you're cold calling, which we talked about a little bit earlier. But what's on this card is a good script to use. What it says is, I want to buy your house. The other day, I was driving by your house at 1234 Any Street and noticed it appeared to be vacant. If you have any interest in selling fast, as is, and with zero commissions or closing costs, I would like to buy it. Call me today at your number and your name. So even that alone, this is, it does double work. So mailtoflip.com. But Joe Ray's question was in regards to something a little bit different. He wants to use direct mail to, oh my gosh, gosh, I lost it. He wants to use direct mail to build a buyer's list. So instead of using direct mail to find motivated sellers, he wants to use it to let people know that he has houses available for sale. And he wants to know, how would you go about setting the text of that letter up? Like, what would that postcard say?
If it were me, which I've done that before years ago, there's better ways of doing about that, in my opinion, now. But to answer your question, um, it would be easier if you had a property to promote. If you're going to target cash buyers from a list that you may have acquired. But you can also maybe create a website and just let them know that you will have wholesale properties, at a huge discount. And they can either call you or submit their contact information if they want to get on your buyers list through your website. So I would at least give them that option, obviously with a contact phone number that they could call or text, or along with your email address, but definitely set up a website to let them know that you'll have properties available. Guys that buy, they don't care where the deal comes from in most cases. They just want deals. You know what I'm saying? So, you'll become a valuable tool to them. But again, I'm just answering the question. That's a way I used to do it years ago, but they're more efficient, inexpensive, because direct mail can be expensive or whatever in relation to some other methods that you can use.
All right, guys, we haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks. Y'all used to post these all the time, so yay! I'm excited. This is it a deal question. It's from Charles Jenkins. Ready? You ready? Okay. Someone contacted me, gives out numbers, 4-bedroom and 2-bath, ARV of 32K. Okay. Repairs is 16K, offered 16K. Doing my diligence, I was unable to find the property on Zillow or Deal You Later. Oh wow. So no deal. Right there on the surface, it doesn't really sound like one. Or can we just say that there's no room there? There's no, what do you say, meat on the bone? If it's 32K ARV, you're 16,000 repairs, and you're offering 16, that's 32. What's left?
Right. And no is not a flipping deal. That's not the exit strategy with that property is not to flip. You want to find a buyer who wants to build a buy and hold portfolio, because that's actually perfect for a buy and hold portfolio. You could probably get 20% returns on that, because your acquisition is, you all in at 30,000. If I could rent it out at $600 a month, I could break even in a matter of 2.5 years, maybe. So I think it's all about the exit strategy. That particular one, I think is a great deal, but it's a deal for a buy and hold investor.
Okay. Let's see here. Hi, G Banks. I see you there. Um, is it customary for you?
Whoa.
One moment, guys. What happens if I do that?
If you do what?
Do that.
Oh,
They can't hear.
they can't hear on Facebook.
And if I do what?
They can't hear us on Facebook.
Well, it's right here.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay. No.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. Is it customary for you and the person you are turning the property over to both sign the original seller's agreement? This is from Patricia.
No, absolutely not. So you never want your end buyer to even really see your contract with the seller. If you have relationships and they're not trying to pick your pocket, it's different, but still, you want them to know, hey, this is my property, because actually you have contractual obligations to this property. You can actually market it in that way. So you never want your end buyer you never need, you never need your end buyer to sign off on the AB contract, which is the contract between you and the seller. The only contract they need to sign is the BC contract, and that's a contract that's pretty much assigning your contract to them.
Okay. Stephen Sparks.
Covered that, but
Okay. I got my first deal under contract out of Snellville, Georgia. Are you sure one-page contract to negotiate the seller to 70,000 in a market where properties are selling 150,000 ARV, hoping to close? Oh, I used your, I'm sure you meant to probably doing speak to text. I used your contract to negotiate the seller to 70,000 in a market where the ARVs are 150, hoping to close the deal soon. All right, Stephen, sounds good. That's some good
It
stuff.
sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Depends on the rehab amount, but it sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. Hope that works out for you. Let's see here. We have a question in, is the due diligence time frame already in your one-page contract? Is there something in there? Huh?
are you kidding me?
Yeah. Really? Focus, man. Focus. Something in the one-page contract.
I have a video version that I did add that information in there, which um, you can always just add your own addendum to that particular, but I actually put it on the same contract, just put it in one of the blank areas or whatever. So to answer your question, yeah, just if you'll, it's only like 3 or 4 of my videos on contracts there on the site. I mean on YouTube, so you'll see it on one of the more recent videos that I did on how to fill out the contract or whatever. You can use that same verbiage if you would like.
All right. Lily wants to know, says, hey, flippers and flippettes, Ty, this is for you. If I put a commercial property under contract, how do I get in contact with a national tenant?
There's going to be lists out there that you can purchase. That's a Google search away. Some of it you're just going to be able to probably think of 30 or 40 just off the top of your head. If you, but there are lists out that you can actually purchase. I think one of the sites, like it's, but I have a list. That's why I can tell you. But is it I think it's called ePond, EPOND.com, and they offer a list that you can purchase of retailers. But again, that's just a Google search away. There's plenty of services out there that'll sell you a list of national retailers with contact information.
Okay, off-roader says snowfall is going to be good tonight. Off-road, stay on task. Focus.
What is that?
And the TV show that they watch. Snowfall.
Yeah, I normally don't watch it until the weekend though. I just take it.
What do you say? Stay focused.
Okay, guys. So we did start a little late because Ty was putting something awesome together for you guys. If you missed it, it is called realestatecallers.com. He's putting together a website where he is looking for cold callers. If you like doing it, if you want to see if you're good at it, go to Real Estate Caller.
Now, we don't want to see if you're good at it. We want to see if you want to make some money. You want to work. If you're good at it.
Realestatecallers.com. Last question here, and I'll take it from Shaniqua. Hello, I had a seller ask me if I had a website for them to check me out. So I want to know, should I build a website to market myself for people to see, to make it look like I'm invested? You asking the wrong person, Shaniqua. You asking somebody who's got like 1,500 websites.
Right.
Website. Yeah, you need a website according to him. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why you're watching me right now. So, boom, there you go.
Okay, guys. So before we close out, Renikia, again, make sure they know how to get in contact with you, what services you provide. And take
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much. So yes, if you want to tap into your financial power, which is your credit, and understand how to leverage your credit so you can go out there and put money into your wholesale business and the marketing, and also use that to maybe flip a couple properties. You can go to fundmynextdeal.com. From there, you'll get a series of questions that allow you to be able to submit yourself for that funding. As well, you can contact me on any of the social media platforms, my first and last name, and contact me that way as well. And if your credit is not where it needs to be, this opportunity, this funding is 0% interest for up to the first 18 months. Your credit must be a 680 across boards. No financials is needed. No credit, no tax returns, bank statements, income verification, collateralized asset is needed, which allow you to receive up to $150,000 of unsecured credit. That will give you enough money to go out there and really start building your real estate portfolio, your wholesaling deals, or whatever it is that you want to do in your business. So go to fundmynextdeal.com to get started with that program. If you don't have a 680, we do have an in-house program to get you to where you need to be.
All right, guys, FromMyNextDeal.com. Ronikia is available across all social media. We are live every Thursday at 6 p.m. East. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Join us next week on either Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. This video will be available for you to rewatch along with the 300 plus probably now videos that Ty has available for you. He is also streamed live across iHeartRadio, podcast, what is it?
iTunes.
iTunes. Yes. So let's definitely subscribe to all that. Visit dealyoulater.com, 5050.deals if you want a partner, and realestatecallers.com if cold calling is your thing. Without further ado, we will say goodbye and good night. Be safe, and we will see
See y'all
you
next
on
week.
the flip side. Bye, guys.